Right now at 10, an informational session on the upcoming La Crosse School District referendum.
And former members of Congress discuss election security.
Plus, a super idea, one organization's tasty way of supporting innovation in La Crosse.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
An Onalaska middle school janitor is one of 3 men arrested Wednesday on child pornography charges. Onalaska police took 65-year-old David Baltz into custody for child porn possession. The Onalaska Superintendent Todd Anthony says the district has placed Baltz on administrative leave and is reviewing his continued employment. La Crosse police, meanwhile, also arrested Jeffrey Laub and Michael Harrison. Laub faces child porn possession and sexual exploitation of a child. Harrison was charged with possession of virtual child porn.
A missing Chippewa Falls man is dead. Police found 45-year-old Matthew Harshman's body near a motorcycle crash scene in a wooded area yesterday near East Park Avenue in Chippewa Falls. Police were called to a welfare check for Harshman after he went missing Sunday night. They were able to locate his body using phone data. A crash scene investigation determined speed as a factor in the crash.
The search for a missing Winona man in Yellowstone Park is now a recovery operation. 22-year-old Austin King vanished 11 days ago during a solo hike to Eagle Peak. Today, the National Park Service says it's scaling back the scope of the search efforts, but will continue looking for King's body. Officials say they have not found any clues to King's whereabouts.
Yeah, we had a line of light rain, maybe a few showers that's begun to develop across mainly I-90 and eastward. A lot of this isn't reaching the ground at the moment, but we could see a little bit of light rain throughout the evening hours, mainly I-90 and southward. It'll continue. Otherwise, areas up to the north won't see that. We just had a little bit of light rain in La Crosse Airport right now. We'll probably pick up maybe a couple hundredths at the most when this comes through. But anyway, it's still out there. Up to the north, we're seeing actually clearing skies. That front is beginning to push across. So if we kind of time it out, all that activity will push closer to southwest Wisconsin eventually overnight. And if it holds together, maybe around 2 to 3 in the morning, you'll see some towards the Wisconsin River. Otherwise, we'll start clearing skies out. So it'll be kind of a cool morning as we wake up for La Crosse into the upper 40s. We'll get back to the mid 60s with light winds and plenty of sunshine to start off your Saturday. Cooler up to the north, upper 30s, even some mid 30s further north. And will clear just because the cloud cover is going to be gone here in a few hours. Temperatures getting up into the low 60s by noon with light winds, pleasant conditions. Now coming up, we still have warmer conditions that come. In fact, we probably will hit an 80-degree mark this weekend, but we also have some wind to deal with. We'll kind of break that down a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, looking forward to it. Thank you, Greg.
The League of Women Voters hosted an informational session to increase understanding of the La Crosse School District referendum on the November ballot. Representatives from the Board of Education, the Facilities Advisory Committee, and the La Crosse Education Association answered questions from community members. The League of Women Voters wants everyone to know what the referendum is asking before voting.
We all believe that the voters need to be well informed before they go to the ballot box on November 5th and understand what is being asked of them, why it's being asked of them at this time, and how it's going to affect the community.
The La Crosse School District will hold more informational sessions during October. We'll have a link to the rest of the dates on our digital platforms.
Former Wisconsin congressmen are at the Pump House Regional Arts Center tonight discussing election security and integrity. Former representatives including Ron Kind and Scott Klug joined La Crosse County Clerk Ginny Dankmeyer in a panel. The longtime 3rd District representative says he recommends voters talk to election officials on how their ballots are counted and secured. Tonight, both sides of the aisle agreed that safeguards against fraud are in place.
Be careful where you're getting your sources of information and what you're relying to form opinions on. Absent facts, absent evidence, there's no reason to doubt the accuracy of our elections here in Wisconsin and the fact that our votes are counted accurately.
I think the best way to prevent them is to come to places and events like this where you can hear from the actual clerks who are administering these elections and see all the safeguards that have been put in place under statutory law here in Wisconsin to protect every single voter.
Ribble says he thinks election security will improve because governments are adapting to challenges to make them more secure. Kine said he thinks election security could get worse because Donald Trump repeats baseless claims of election fraud.
Xcel Energy workers from western Wisconsin are traveling to Augusta, Georgia to help restore power after Hurricane Helene. The energy workers are making the trip as part of the Edison Electric Institute's assistance program. The aim of the program is to speed up restoration efforts after a disaster. Xcel's senior media relations representative says they understand the importance of assisting those affected by the hurricane.
We realized how important this service is to those that are in great need in the southern part of our country. There's been people without power for now 7-8 days. And, we hope that in situations, if we have a situation like this, we hope that those folks will come up and assist us.
Now, the work in Georgia is expected to last 2 weeks.
Finding reliable, affordable childcare is a challenge in rural Wisconsin, but the Arcadia School District will soon make it easier for some Trempealeau County families. The district opened up Little Raiders Child Care Center around 3 years ago after seeing a lack of childcare options for the community. Little Raiders currently has 108 students, and demand is so high that the district is buying a nearby building to add 30 new slots. From helping the district retain staff to preparing kids for school, Arcadia leaders say expanding Little Raiders will only help the community flourish.
It's going to benefit the community, and that is what we should always be worried about when we talk about tax dollars and funding. How do we support the people that are going to be a part of our community one day when they're older? And that's our intention here.
The center will move all the children under the age of 2 into the new building, and they'll restructure the current space to serve older kids.
Health is wealth.
It sure is. That's the idea behind Toma Health's mission in helping local seniors plan for a stable future.
Their annual Healthy Aging Expo is a day of educating people on various services in the community that many may not be aware of. Nonprofits who help with trust, wills, and spousal impoverishment plans were there, along with healthcare and hospice services. Now, this is the 24th year for the expo, which is hosted every fall.
All right, it is me again. Soup's On. A local organization held a fundraiser to support groups looking to make a difference in La Crosse. La Crosse Soup invites the community to donate $5 in exchange for a bowl of soup and a vote. That vote is used to decide which of 4 groups presenting a pitch to make La Crosse a better place should win. The winner receives the money raised at the event to then put toward their ideas in action. Organizers say they love to see the community come together in support of these groups.
I get to see all the people come together to support good ideas. We've got so many people in town who have ideas that they just want to make a little bit, they just want to have their ideas supported.
Soup's next event is December 5th at the Rotary Lights.
Surprise support.
A Republican, Liz Cheney, backing VP Kamala Harris for the White House. Next.
Kamala Harris is going to significantly raise taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
Kamala's plan will raise families' taxes by nearly $2,600 a year. Under Kamala, prices have already soared. Now she'd make it worse with even higher taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
President Trump will cut taxes again. No taxes on tips, overtime, or Social Security.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Today at Wesco in Sparta, it's interest-free. Free! 24 months interest-free, 36 months interest-free, even 48 months interest-free on everything from beautiful furniture for every room and premium mattresses to flooring and brand-name appliances. Choose the home furnishings you want. Then Wesco lets you buy interest-free to suit your needs. 24 months interest-free, 36 months interest-free, or even 48 months interest-free. It's an interest-free for all today at Wesco in Sparta.
The Board Store 35th anniversary, you could win. Third prize, $1,944 savings certificate. I was born in October 1944. Second prize, $1,989 savings certificate. I started the Board Store October 1989. First prize, $2,024 savings certificate. I'm celebrating 35 years at the Board Store. Call or visit our showroom soon. Better products.
Better people.
Better prices.
The Board Store, improving your home, improving your life.
Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up, shut up. Pivot! Shut up. Pivot. Shut up. Pivot. Shut up. Okay, hold on. I don't think it's gonna pivot anymore.
Guys, just like pivoting from cooling to heating season, it's a difficult adjustment.
Pivot into winter, called GNT.
Pivot. Shut up.
On GNT.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
In 2020, Liz Cheney criticized Kamala Harris as a radical liberal. Tonight, the former Wyoming Republican Congresswoman officially backed the Democratic VP's bid for the White House during a rally in Wisconsin.
Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump was also on the campaign trail in the battleground state of Michigan. CBS News correspondent Bradley Blackburn reports from New York.
Campaigning in Wisconsin Thursday night, Vice President Kamala Harris received an official endorsement from former GOP lawmaker Liz Cheney.
I tell you, I have never voted for a Democrat, but this year I am proudly casting my vote for Vice President Kamala Harris. She's working to unite reasonable people from all across the political spectrum.
There is actually an honest question about whether one of the candidates will uphold the oath to the Constitution of the United States.
Cheney was the top GOP member of the committee that investigated the January 6th Capitol insurrection, focusing on the actions of former President Donald Trump.
He praised the rioters. He did not condemn them.
After breaking with Republican ranks, Cheney lost her House seat in a congressional primary. At a rally in Michigan, Trump spoke for about an hour and a half.
We are going to defeat Lion Kamala Harris, one of the worst candidates ever. We've never had a candidate like that. And how about the vice president? That's going to be president someday? I don't think so.
When asked at the White House, President Biden said he's not surprised the presidential race remains tight, saying he thinks Harris is, quote, going to do fine. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Harris will campaign in Michigan on Friday. Trump is set to return to the site of the July attempt on his life in Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday.
Strikers reach a deal.
The dock worker union's deal could mark an end to a 3-day strike. Next.
And today should actually be our last average day we see 80 degrees, but that's not going to be the case because we got another 80s coming up this Saturday, maybe even next week. We'll break all that down, including your rain chance this weekend, coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
How much are your old windows costing you? Heat that either escapes or enters windows accounts for roughly 30% of the energy used to heat and cool your home. For a limited time, River Valley Remodelers is offering a free energy audit for your home's windows. We'll show you the energy loss and help you find the perfect option that fits your budget and matches your style. Our windows are energy efficient and designed for all of our weather, keeping your home comfortable year-round. River Valley Remodelers. Call today for your free energy audit.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Fentanyl is killing over 1,000 people a year in Wisconsin. New reporting shows that Eric Hovde is doing business with a bank accused of links to the Mexican drug cartel. Banco Azteca loaded up $26 million in cash and flew it to Eric Hovde's bank in California. Other U.S. banks have cut ties with this Mexican bank, but Eric Hovde took their money. That's 26 million more reasons you can't trust Eric Hovde.
Taco John's new 2 for $5 Fiesta Chicken Tacos are here to Fiesta. Grilled all white-made chicken is here to Fiesta. And creamy Fiesta sauce is obviously here to Fiesta. That's kind of its thing. New 2 for $5 Fiesta Chicken Tacos at Taco John's.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative.
Sunken or uneven concrete only worsens with time due to changing seasons, stress on the slab, or poorly compacted soil. Your sunken concrete won't get better with time, but it will with our modern solutions. Choose American Waterworks.
Kamala Harris is going to significantly raise taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
Kamala's plan will raise families' taxes by nearly $2,600 a year. Under Kamala, prices have already soared. Now she'd make it worse with even higher taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
President Trump will cut taxes again. No taxes on tips, overtime, or Social Security.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
The International Longshoremen's Association, the union representing striking dock workers at East and Gulf Coast ports, have reached a tentative deal tonight that suspends its strike until January 15th to negotiate a new contract.
The strike had shut down 14 ports along the East and Gulf Coast since Tuesday. Nancy Chen is at the port in Newark, New Jersey.
Good evening. We heard cheers and celebrations just behind me right after 6 o'clock Eastern as the strikers behind me said that they had reached a tentative agreement. Details of this are still coming together right now, but today marked day 3 of this strike, which started Tuesday morning after their contract expired at midnight. At least 25,000 dock workers in 14 ports along the East and Gulf Coast walked off the job in search of higher wages, they said, and protections against automation. Now, negotiations had appeared to be at a standstill between the union and their employer, USMX, a group of terminal operators and ocean carriers. There had been major concerns about supply chain issues because of this strike, with one estimate putting the economic impact at as much as $4.5 billion a day. There was also one study showing that for each day of the strike, it would take roughly 6 days to clear the backlog. However, now with the dock workers behind me saying that the strike appears to be over, or at least that there's a tentative agreement, that work does continue to clear that backlog. Nancy Chen, CBS News, Newark, New Jersey.
In a statement tonight, President Biden applauded the two sides for coming together to reopen the East Coast and Gulf ports.
Well, we did have some sprinkles tonight.
Yeah, at least that's in the forecast. I was walking to dinner and it did feel like that kind of pre-rain cold.
You could, yeah, and you could kind of smell it a little bit too, that a little bit of rain was coming, but it's going to shape up to be a really nice and light weekend. Let's send it over to Greg for the details.
Yeah, definitely. We had a little bit of light rain. Like I said, most areas have a trace or maybe 1/100 of an inch, barely enough to wet the ground. It's really because it's so dry at the lower levels of the atmosphere. So areas to the south tonight, really going to see a big temperature difference across the area. For the south, they're still going to see cloud cover lingering through the early morning hours. That's why we're in the upper 40s to near 50. Up to the north, they're already starting to clear out. So low 30s potentially in Ladysmith. They actually got frost advisories and freeze advisories further north because of those conditions. So that's what you're looking at waking up. It should be clear. It should be dry for everyone. And as we go through Friday, we're looking great. So sunny and really seasonable for Friday and even Friday night. We're looking at warm and windy. We have another system coming and the winds are going to turn around and definitely going to be warm. 80 degrees looking likely for Saturday. Then we're going to have a very brief round of showers and thunderstorms coming through Saturday evening. It's kind of going back and forth on whether how much coverage this will happen, but it's just a short time Saturday evening before we turn that around. Here's this weak little system, just enough cloud cover developing behind the cold front, which is further south, to generate a little bit of light rain, but it's very limited moisture. Now, if we look all the way back to the west, this is the system coming on shore, the Pacific Northwest. That's the one that'll impact us eventually Saturday. It won't have as much moisture, obviously, that it's worked with right now, but it will generate some showers and thunderstorms coming through. Highs tomorrow, more seasonable, a little bit cooler than we've had lately, but still upper 60s, low 70s, about a degree or two above average for this time of year. Very light winds. And then as we go Saturday, here's your 80s, mid 80s potentially, along with the winds. So any outdoor activities, definitely plan for some gusty winds in the afternoon, warm conditions. And then as we go through about that time frame, after about 6, we're going to start seeing that front get closer, and that's when a line of showers and storms develop. Better chance as you go further north right there. It's not much of a solid line. Better coverage as you go north towards Wausau, Rice Lake, but that could extend all the way down, and this could change, but that's the time frame we're looking at. About 6 to 9, it'll come through. We should be good for the rest of Saturday night, and then Sunday, the winds are going to turn around from the west. They'll be breezy, but much cooler air, more fall-like air for Sunday. So kind of a tale of 2 days there in the weekend. More summer-like Saturday, probably more fall-like Sunday, but still overall not bad of a weekend. There's your winds potentially for Saturday afternoon. Could be sustained over 20. We could see gusts potentially high as 40. So definitely something to take note of if you have outdoor plans for Saturday going on. Otherwise, Sunday, mid to upper 70s. In the rest of the period, mild conditions with the potential to see more. Some areas could see 80s towards the end of next week. And even beyond that, for the following weekend, it looks dry. And that could be a concern as we get closer to the middle of October if we have this stretch. So we do have an opportunity for some precipitation, but it's not going to be widespread and pretty limited. And I know Galesville has the Apple Fair going on Saturday, so better prepare for some wind for that one. But it will be warm.
All right, not too shabby then.
No, not bad.
Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Brewers fighting to keep their season alive in front of a rowdy Milwaukee crowd. Plus, a battle of the top teams in the MVC and volleyball action tonight locally. Jacob's got all that action next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. These places employ us, sponsor the Little League team, and feed and clothe us. That's why I'm proud of the work I've done to support our business community. I know that the side of the aisle you're on matters less than being on the side of our main streets. No party has a monopoly on good ideas. I'm Steve Doyle, and I'm working for our businesses, working for our communities, and I'm working for you.
Cooley Carpet has always been more than just carpet, and now the name will reflect that. Cooley Floors and Design. Along with the brand new name, there's a fresh new look to the showroom. Don't worry, Cooley Floors and Design still has the same great team at the same convenient location. Ready to elevate your space? The design consultants will take the time to discuss your dreams, needs, and your budget. Cooley Floors and Design will accompany you through every step, from expert advice to professional installation. Visit Cooley Floors and Design on Mormon Cooley Road for a fresh new look.
If you want selection, then that's what we've got at King Furniture. More sofas, more recliners, more mattresses, more of everything. You're going to find whatever you want, and you're going to find plenty of it. And it's all priced to go with 0% easy payment plans available. And as always, free delivery. Just try that anywhere else. Come visit us today.
King Furniture.
Nice people, nice furniture.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, the first ever meeting in the postseason between the Brewers and Mets was quite the series. Loser goes home today, winner advances, Game 3. Let's see whose season ends today. A pitcher's duel in this one until the Crew strike in the 7th. It was the 8th yesterday, an inning early today. It's Jake Bauers in a big spot as a pinch hitter. First ever postseason home run in his second ever playoff game. And then with the place still buzzing, the very next pitch, it's Sal Frelick getting one that he likes and he knows what to do with it. That one high, deep, and gone. Crew go up 2-0 and feeling good. But fast forward to the 9th, and Devin Williams, Milwaukee's spectacular closer, in trouble. And can you believe it? Pete Alonso is ready for the 3-1 heater. Blast it up and out to give the Mets the lead. Talk about clutch from Pete Alonso. Rough stuff there from Devin Williams. And the Brewers offense down to their last couple outs. Bryce Terang sends one up the gut, but Francisco Lindor takes it himself, turning the double play, and the Brewers' season ends in heartbreaking fashion at home in the wild card round. All right, a big one in the MVC tonight on the volleyball court. Holman hosting Aquinas. Early in this one, Vikings on the attack. Hadley Teff climbs the ladder and powers one down. First set was all Sammy Davis, though. The junior rifles that one to give her side a lead in set 1. Lauren Schindler then looking to help cut into the deficit as she places one in a good spot to draw Holman closer. but it's set point, and it's Davis again, and she is bringing the boom. Visitors take the opening game, and then some history early in set number 2. Wild diving save there by Tessa Miskowski. It's Addison 4 going down the line, and that one cannot be handled. And that right there is number 1,000 in her extraordinary career. A nice moment there for the senior as she finished with 18 of them for the game. Back to the action, Charlie Casey trying to start up a rally and fire up her team. Great effort by Macy Klein there, but it would not be enough as the Blue Golds come into Holman's house and get the sweep, setting themselves up top the MVC alone. Well, at Melrose Mindoro High School tonight, there was a lot of purple in the gym, and that's in support for Addison Rhyme, the 6th grader at Melrose Mindoro, who sustained injuries from a car accident while on her way to school early last week. So the team decided to begin a fundraiser for her medical expenses as she is recovering, and her mom, who's a coach, couldn't be more happy and grateful for the support.
To have a community that's standing behind us, supporting us, and giving us strength of hope is just something we can't even describe. There are truly not enough words in the English dictionary to begin to describe the deep gratitude that our family has.
Yeah, and such a great gesture by the community there as we send our best wishes to the Rhyme family. And in the game itself, the Pirates of Cochrane Fountain City get the sweep 3-0. And in the contest, Eliana Krause picked up her 1,000th assist in the match. Pirates improved to 6-1 in Dairyland Conference play and 13-8 overall. All right, more Pirates. To DeSoto's football field we go. They're taking on Belmont tonight in some 8-man action. Second half, home team up 8 and looking to add more. Deep shot to Keegan Colden to set the Pirates up in the red zone. The next play, a quarterback keeper from Finn Roble, the quarterback, looking like a running back out there, trucking people and bouncing off tackles for the score. DeSoto would go up 16. Next Belmont drive, Tyler Kissamore gets the Wildcat snap and takes it up the middle, and there is no catching that man as he goes to the house. But here comes the play of the night right here. Roble's launching a wobbler to Colden, but look at this. It's going to bounce off the defender's hands, up in the air, and right down to the breadbasket of Colden, and he would take it to the crib. Pirates win big, 32-6. Heck of a play there. Just makes you smile, right?
You know what? It did put a smile on my face just now because before that, the Brewers did not put any smiles on any Wisconsinite's face tonight.
That was rough.
That was rough.
Really not much to say. I mean, we're just kind of used to it, but we did get our hopes up. I mean, great moment there in the 7th with the 2 back-to-back.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
For sure. But I tell you what, you've done some great work tonight to showcase some local sports. Communities like Melrose Mindoro coming together for one of their own. Yeah. That's the true power of sports right there.
Yeah, it really is. So.
All right. Thank you, Jacob.
Thanks,
Okay, more news right after this.
Hi, I'm Danielle, General Manager here at the Board Store. In 1989, when I first saw my dad on the TV talking about high quality and low prices, I wasn't quite sure how I felt. But now, 35 years later, with this exceptional showroom, high quality products, knowledgeable staff, and the best installation crews in the area, I couldn't be more proud. And we look forward to continuing to serve all your home improvement needs for many more years to come. Come see us at the Board Store.
Arthritis, high blood pressure, breast cancer. Almost everyone has a pre-existing condition and could lose health insurance if Derek Van Orden and Washington Insiders get their way. They take money from big insurance companies, then try to strip coverage for pre-existing conditions. Van Orden and Washington Insiders don't care about you, so if you get sick, you get dropped. Time to drop Derek Van Orden and these Washington Insiders from Congress.
I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
It's easier than ever to save more than ever during the Flex Steel Factory Authorized Sale, happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Right now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, you'll find exciting designs, stunning fabrics, and the best prices of the year. A savings of up to 40%. Sofas, sectionals, recliners, even luxurious leather. The possibilities are endless. Plus, there's even special financing on all Flex Steel furniture. Unlimited choices, special financing, and the best prices of the year. Now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
You just have to get in the seat of a John Deere Gator XUV 835M, not because of the spacious cargo box, or because it can tackle any terrain, not even because it tows up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat because something about being this productive just makes you smile.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a deer. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Fentanyl is one of the most lethal drugs on the market. This much can kill thousands. These deadly drugs are pouring across our border. But Biden, Harris, and Democrats have done nothing to stop it. Tammy Baldwin claims she's trying, but she's failed. She took credit for an anti-fentanyl bill she didn't write and opposed efforts to secure the border. Senator Baldwin and Democrats have done nothing, and our communities are paying the price.
I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
A 5-year-old Florida girl battling stage 4 cancer has something new to be happy about: a fluffy Maltese puppy.
It's thanks to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Anna Esther is a brave 5-year-old with stage 4 cancer. Make-A-Wish brought her a Maltese to bring Anna joy during her challenging journey. She comes to the hospital every week for treatment and is admitted every 2 weeks for a more aggressive regimen. The special moment was shared in front of her loving pediatric oncology nurses and doctors who played a crucial role in connecting Anna with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And what a cute pairing that is.
I know, look
right
at that
there.
shot right there. You could see the soft little smile on her face, just petting the little pup.
Such joy the little puppy brought to her.
Exactly.
Yep. All right, Greg, we'll have one final look at your forecast when we come back.
Make your tailgate tail great at Hy-Vee. Fresh ground chuck, $3.99 a pound. 24 packs of Hy-Vee purified water, $1.99. And Jimmy Dean bacon, just $2.99. In-store and online, Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's big snacking and candy event. Right now, save on our incredible one-of-a-kind selection of craveable candies, nuts and trail mixes, and more. Like new Blaine's brand Heat and Honey, Magic Marshmallow, or Muddy Buddy trail mixes, just $3.99 a pound. Enjoy your favorite Blaine's Farm and Fleet chocolate snacks in large resealable bags, only $12.99. Rewards members save an extra $2. Plus, this Saturday and Sunday only from 10 to 2, don't miss free in-store Blaine's Farm and Fleet candy and snack samples.
We need real working people in Washington.
What a phony. Cook spent the last decade working as a political operative. Earned her money helping defund the police radicals like Mandela Barnes, the most anti-police candidate in Wisconsin history. Now, Cook won't let you protect your family. She wants to ban the most popular rifle in the country, earning an F from the NRA. Rebecca Cook, phony insider, dangerously liberal.
I'm Derek Van Orden, and I approve this message.
Who's that Derek Van Orden think he is? He thinks he's better than us. Like that time he screamed at somebody, I don't give a who you are. I'm a congressman.
Language! Who does Derek Van Orden think he is, supporting an abortion ban?
I'm Rebecca Cook. Let me tell you who I am. I grew up on a dairy farm, run a small business, and I wait tables. Around here, we work hard, respect our neighbors' freedoms, and aren't looking for special treatment. We need one of us to represent us. That's why I approve this message.
He murdered a father of 3, sentenced to life in prison. Kamala Harris pushed to use tax dollars to pay for his sex change.
I made sure that they changed the policy so that every transgender inmate would have access.
It sounds insane because it is insane. Kamala was the first to help pay for a prisoner's sex change.
The power that I had, I used it in a way that was about pushing for the movement, frankly, and the agenda.
Kamala's agenda is they, them, not you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Career politician Tammy Baldwin doesn't share our Wisconsin values. Baldwin's life partner is a Wall Street executive who has invested in industries that Tammy oversees in Washington. But Senator Baldwin refuses to disclose her partner's financial assets. That's a conflict of interest. They're getting richer while you're paying more. Tammy Baldwin's not on your side. She's in bed with Wall Street.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message. Join the team and give today.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise. Get the updated COVID-19 vaccine at Hy-Vee. Schedule online today, or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Plus, get your flu shot and earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Only at Hy-Vee.
All right, chilly start for some for tomorrow, but overall it's going to be more seasonal temperatures, a little cooler than we've had previous days, but all in all, a really nice October Friday and even Friday night. Things change a little bit for Saturday, more summer-like warmth along with wind, a small period of thunderstorms potentially from about 6 to 9 p.m. Saturday evening, and then Sunday it's kind of back to fall with more wind, and then next week it's kind of back to more summer-like temperatures almost. So very little precipitation besides maybe a little bit tonight and some maybe Saturday night.
All right.
Sweater and shorts weather, everyone.
Pretty much, you know, it's going to be that weather.
For sure. Thanks for joining us at 10.
We'll see you tomorrow.